Lil Tjay got everything he thought he wanted. Money, fame, respect. That's when he escaped the hood, but also when the danger escalated like never before. By 2022, he was at the peak of his career. Chart-topping hits, sold-out shows, millions watching his every move. Then, in the early hours of a summer morning in New Jersey, everything changed. Near a shopping plaza in Edgewater, Lil Tjay and two friends were confronted during an attempted robbery. Jewelry was demanded, words were exchanged, and then, gunfire. TJ was hit multiple times. Emergency surgery followed. For a moment, no one knew if he would survive. Fame didn't save him, it put him closer to danger. To understand why the streets always followed him, you have to look back. Lil Tjay was born in the Bronx. The streets weren't his playground. They were a constant test. Every choice came with consequences. One mistake could change everything. The neighborhood didn't forgive, and there was no safety net waiting at home. By his teens, TJ was searching for a way out. Music became that path. Not just ambition, but survival. Even as a kid, he learned that the world wouldn't bend for him. That lesson didn't vanish when he signed record deals. In fact, fame would only sharpen it. By his teens, Lil Tjay was already blowing up online. Resume and Brothers went viral. FN cracked the Billboard Hot 100, and Calling My Phone with 6 Lakh became a monster hit, pulling in over 900 million Spotify streams. Suddenly, the kid from the Bronx was unavoidable, but the crucial part is, fame didn't erase the streets, it amplified them. Every show, every crowd, every viral post made him more visible. Rival crews tracked his tours, social media highlighted every misstep, and one wrong move could undo everything. Sold-out arenas didn't create safety, they created a bigger stage for danger. And the higher he climbed, the sharper the stakes became. Even after surviving multiple gunshot wounds, the old instincts never switched off. Trauma didn't vanish, it became a constant undercurrent. TJ admitted struggling with fear, paranoia, and a feeling that death was still close. Fame offered no pause for healing. This survival mode showed itself in public incidents that might seem irrelevant, but reveal how his environment truly shaped him. On Blackboy Max's livestream, Lil TJ and 5-year-old foreign ignored rules about smoking inside an Airbnb.
Okay. Yo, TJ.
What's up? Who the
Yo, this a B&B. You can't smoke in here. This shit gonna go off. Yo, bro. Yo, you can't smoke in here. This shit gonna go off.
A small act, but it went viral. Fans mocking him for disrespecting boundaries. Another night at Madison Square Garden, TJ was trying to enter the VIP area. A confrontation with security spiraled into a physical clash. He was forcibly removed, banned, and the footage spread across social media in hours. Even his personal relationships were battlegrounds. In 2024, TJ publicly dated Yelin Lamaz viral, the ex of 6ix9ine, gifting her a trench kid diamond chain, a move interpreted as a deliberate challenge to a rival, igniting public drama. These weren't random mistakes, they were survival instincts, misapplied to a world that didn't operate by the same rules. Stealing another rapper's girl sounds like an out-of-pocket move, right? But the tension actually began when Lil Tjay publicly criticized 6ix9ine for testifying against members of the 9 Trade Gangsta Bloods. Lil Tjay claimed that 6ix9ine's camp offered him $3 million to continue feuding with 6ix9ine on social media to keep the latter relevant. After Lil Tjay was shot 7 times outside of Chipotle in 2022, 6ix9ine repeatedly mocked the incident. The two continued to trade insults on social media. Most recently, 6ix9ine trolled Lil Tjay's YouTube views, calling them pathetic, and claiming Lil Tjay uses bots to inflate his numbers. Rivalry between rappers is bound to happen, but here's the brutal truth. Street habits don't scale with fame. Reflexes that once protected him became pointless or liabilities. Every public appearance, every social media post, every headline was a flashpoint, and he had no training to navigate them safely. Lil Tjay didn't fail. He survived something that could have ended him. But survival isn't the same as freedom. Fame changed his bank account. It didn't change his environment. The streets didn't vanish. They followed him, sharper and more visible than ever. Some victories cost more than they appear. For TJ, success brought money, fans, and recognition, but also a target. Survival mode didn't switch off just because the spotlight hits. And in the world he came from, some lessons aren't optional. They're grown into your reflexes. In the end, TJ's story isn't just about bullets or charts. It's about what it means to live in constant alert, to thrive under scrutiny, and to understand that escaping your past doesn't happen with a hit record. It happens with awareness.